welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Onyinye Udokporo. And before I begin, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So, today I'm talking to you all about SATs. So that's the standard assessment tests that your child will take either at the end of year 2 or at the end of year 6. Now, before I begin talking about year 2 SATs separately and year 6 SATs separately, I'm just going to give some very general tips and advice about how to help your child prepare. The first thing I want to reassure parents of is the fact that SATs, they're not a qualification. They're an exam that your child sits at the end of Key Stage 1 and the end of Key Stage 2. And it's an opportunity for, one, you as a parent to see kind of how far your child has come, what they know, what they don't know. 2, it helps schools kind of measure success, Ofsted stuff that you don't really need to worry about. And 3, especially for those in year 6, those exam results are used when your child goes to a new school, and it helps the teachers at the new school know where your child stands, what they might need help with, and also kind of pitches them somewhere nationally. I'm not going to go into kind of the information on how to understand your child's SAT score. If you're interested in having more information on that, then you can book a parent consultation with Enrich Learning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the year 2 SATs to begin with, and then I'm going to move on to the year 6 SATs. Both are equally very important, so just don't forget that point. Year 2 SATs. So your child sits those exams in the May of the year. So we're now in 2019. If your child is in year 2, they'll be sitting their SATs exams in May 2020. Those SATs exams are in maths and English, and your child will sit a reasoning test in maths and a reading test in English. The year 2 SATs exams are less formal than the year 6 SATs exams, and they really are used more as like a measure of success of how far your child has come, and can help the teacher to, and you as the parent, but primarily help the teacher to kind of understand where that child is amongst their classmates, their peers. The best way to help your child prepare for the SATs is, 1, don't make them feel like they're taking a major exam. Someone in year 2 is still very young in age, and you don't want to build any kind of like anxiety around it, but do some work with them at home. I think it's silly for parents not to prepare their child. You as an adult, if you had an exam, you would prepare yourself, so you should prepare your child who is sitting that exam. And in the link or in the description box below, I'm going to leave links of some CGP books that I think can really help a child prepare at home. My other tip for parents is just to do some daily reading with that child. It does make the reading exam much easier, and get that child to read out loud to you so that you can hear, how they read, whether they acknowledge commas, full stops, etc. In terms of how to prepare for the maths exam, times tables. Mums and dads. As someone who's been teaching for almost 10 years now, I'm always quite shocked when I come across students in year 2 who don't know their times tables, at least the basic 2 times tables, 5 times tables, 10 times tables. I understand that, 7, 8, 9 times tables can be really difficult. As a grown-up, I still sometimes get them mixed up myself, but it's really useful in the maths exam for someone in year 2 if they can do those times tables very quickly. So make an effort to help them prepare by just going through them daily. If you do them every single day, it becomes less difficult, and you can make it fun. It doesn't have to be a chore. So the more strenuous Year 6 exams. These exams are very important. I filmed this video now for you because I think it's really important that you start preparing from January. That gives you January, February, March, April, May. That's 5 months to prepare for your child's SATs exams. Don't put the child under pressure and start trying to prepare from April. That's just not enough time. And I know some teachers, don't advise that a child prepares, but like I said, as an adult, you would prepare for an exam. So I think we should start teaching our children to prepare for exams. In Year 6, it is a more formal affair, and those results take you to sort of your secondary school sets, etc. Once you get to secondary school, they do kind of assess you again, but those sets are the marker. In Year 6, you take a total of 6 exams. I'll start off by explaining the English examinations. So you sit English reading paper, which is in the style of a comprehension. You sit a spelling paper, so a spelling test, essentially. The teacher or a CD, depending on how the school want to run it, will say a word and the child has to attempt to spell it. And the paper that I think has become more difficult as the years have gone by is the punctuation and grammar paper. And that's where the child is assessed on a range of different punctuation and grammar skills. And I really think that a lot of preparation for that, a lot of practice at home and additional support can help a child do very well in that paper. So that's the English side of things. The maths paper, or papers, they take 3 of those. There is 1 arithmetic exam and 2, put 3 fingers there, 2 reasoning exams. So your child will sit a total of 6 papers, 3 for English, 3 for maths. How to prepare for those exams is always the questions that I'm asked. So the earlier you begin, the better, hence my advice to start in January. Doing a little bit every single day is so much better and much more effective than doing loads and loads and loads towards the end of the kind of school year. So, I mean, not the school year, but doing lots and lots of preparation in April or March. I will link below in the comments box some books that I really think can be effective and that can help parents prepare their children. They're a really good starting point if you don't know where to begin in terms of preparing your child. But I think the best bit of advice I can give to parents in this period is stay calm. At the end of the day, the SATs or the results that your child will achieve with these exams, they won't determine whether your child is intelligent or not. And I don't think it's healthy for us to kind of associate intelligence with exam scores. Of course, these exams are really important and they do make a difference, but it's more important for your child to feel comfortable with the idea of taking exams and also learning to enjoy that process of studying, because unfortunately they're going to be taking exams for a long time following this. My other bit of advice to parents is you may not want to, start off with tuition right at the beginning at January, but if your child is struggling and you don't feel the school is giving additional support, then I strongly advise parents to get a little bit of extra help with some tuition. And Enrich Learning will be launching online group tuition sessions at a really affordable cost that will help parents help their children with specialized content to help prepare the child. So I hope this video was really useful, really informative. If you have any questions, do leave them in the description box down below, or feel free to contact us at the Enrich Learning website. Really looking forward to seeing you all again. And before I forget, if there are any topics that parents really want me to make a video about, just get in touch and ask me. I love kind of responding to that kind of feedback. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye!